Understanding the evaluation process mindset. This is the most important part of this entire course. And actually, I was going to put this in the paid part. And I just realized that if I did not put this in the free part, I might have somebody buy the course and they just not be able to be successful in this model. And so it was really important that I put this in a position so that everyone could have access to it. This is what I use on a day-to-day basis, not only from a buying business perspective, from advising businesses. I talk about levers, how they work together, identifying all of them from business and personal, grouping them, and I'll give you an opportunity to see some levers in action. But I can't stress enough that this is probably the most important thing that you will see as you move forward. And if you cannot comprehend this, if you have problems really taking this to heart, I really suggest you do not move forward in the remaining course, because you just won't be able to get the most out of it. And I really believe that you won't feel successful at this if you do not truly comprehend what I'm talking about when I'm referring to levers in terms of business and personal. So the other thing is, you are buying cash flow, not speculation. I say this over and over and over and over. And here's what I mean. Speculation in this course means that you are assigning optimistic projections to the business. That means you're seeing something and going, well, I know the numbers say it's bad, but if I only did this. And this example happens a lot. It happens in our life a lot. A business is struggling and not producing money. No money's coming in, or it's not producing enough. But you think you see some room for improvement, and you start projecting, well, if I just did these few things, I know I could turn this around. This is not what we're buying. This is not the intent of this course. If at any point, even when I look at these businesses, and I've had to stop myself going, oh man, if I just did this, I had to stop and go, look, I'm about to push out a bunch of money for something that may lose money. There's no way. Again, I'm buying, and you should be buying, cash flow. So how do I get there? And this is what I use, like I said, on a daily basis, identifying levers. And I personally define levers as all the pieces of something you can move that causes a reaction, often affecting profit margins and sometimes your own sanity. So, simple example, product price is a business lever. We could raise it, we could lower it. It affects different things based on what we do. Now, there are basic business levers. Product cost to purchase, product sell price, advertising spend, pick, pack, and shipping costs, storage costs, support costs. All of these things come into play. Things like accounting costs. These are all different business levers that we have that we need to identify. Now, the thing is, some businesses may have different business levers. Each business is its own thing that we have to identify. And taking this type of mindset, recognizing that every business has their own levers, is hugely important to be able to identify those levers. So the next part, and this is one that I don't think many people talk about. Business levers, you could say most people know what that means. The personal levers are very different. And they are very similar to business levers, but they relate to your own personal well-being, your stress level, and your skills. Now, the reason I bring this up is this. We go into this optimistically again. We assign way too much value to our own skills at times. We will go in and say, I have plenty of time to do this. It's only going to be 15 minutes a day. I can handle that. And when we get in there, we really find out there's a lot more to it, especially when we're taking over somebody's established business. And so when you think of personal levers, I want you to think of what makes you tick. What drives you crazy? What will you like but can put up with? So let me say it again. What will you not like but can put up with? And last, what skills do you have? So when I think about identifying personal levers, here's an example of some things people love and others hate. Posting and responding to social media. Some people love it. They can't wait to post pictures of their business and what's going on and everything that's happening. Others, but they also have to respond to the comments, sometimes negative. Some people love that challenge. Others can't stand it. Negotiating with vendors, and by the way, there's a lot of negotiations that goes on, which means just talking with people. Customer support, dealing with people who aren't happy with your product. Most people aren't reaching out to support to tell you what a great job you've done. Bookkeeping, one of my least favorite things. Inventory management, going out and buying stuff. Do you have enough? Sure, your website's taking care of it, but sometimes you got to be the person that's keeping track of that. Website updates, ad management, email campaigns. That's one of my, going into some of these business dashboards and buying ads, it's hard for me. And I'm relatively technically savvy, but it's difficult. Graphic design, advanced coding, things like PHP, Node.js, Ruby, C#, Python. And this is something that's really important. And this is where we oversell sometimes. Like, you know what? I'm good at HTML and CSS. Being good at that doesn't mean that you're going to jump into a node problem on AWS when things are going wrong and people are upset that their orders aren't being fulfilled for stuff that they paid for. I'm telling you, that knowledge is not enough. So you really have to understand what it is that you can provide from a skill set level, but also from that emotional sense of what are the stuff that you really want to do, what are the stuff you can put up with, and what is the stuff that I just refuse to do, because that will impact a lot of things in your ability to buy this business. So let's look at the evaluation process mindset of grouping these levers. So a business lever is product cost to purchase. We got to go, this is how much it costs for us to buy our product from wholesale. Well, in order to do that, we got to negotiate with vendors. We got to do some inventory management. We got to do some cash flow management, product sale price, ad management, email campaigns, website updates, advertising spend. Well, we've got to post and respond to social media, ad management, email campaigns, graphic design, website updates, pick, pack, and shipping costs. Got to negotiate with vendors, hiring and managing contractors. From a business side, custom packaging costs. From a personal side, I've got to negotiate with vendors and graphic design, storage costs, negotiating with vendors, third-party services costs, negotiating with vendors. You can see there's a lot of negotiating going on. And so when we think about this, I want to put something down concretely for you. And so here is something that happens in a lot of businesses. Say you've bought this business, you've been running it for a while, and you know what? You want to increase margins. Well, right now we sell our product for $10. Our product costs $1.50 to purchase. Our shipping is $2. Our picking cost is 50 cents. Our packaging cost is 75 cents. Our credit card fees are 56 cents. Our profit on this product is $4.69. Now, I didn't include tax. That varies from state to state and depending on different things. So that's why I left it out there, because it gets a little complicated. But you know what? Here's a simple step we could take. We could earn more profit if we could reduce our product costs, which means we're going to buy more product at one time. Well, you know what that means? Our upfront cost increases, but it is recouped when it's sold. Here's the thing. Do we have the cash to make the upfront purchases? Do we have room for the newly added inventory? Have you been keeping up with our cash flow? I run into this myself where we're like, hey, we're going to pre-buy, and the next thing you know, our cash account dwindles down to almost zero, and you're like, oh, what do we do? Do we have to go borrow money? Why? Because we need to be on top of that cash flow. So another thing we could do, you know what? We could pack the items ourselves and go cheaper on the custom packing. Is that something you or your partner want to do? Do you have an extra 30 minutes to an hour a day to get items pick, packed, labels made, and sent to the carrier? Well, customers think less of the experience. Again, the business lever of, hey, we want to make more margins, we're going to reduce our packing costs, but now that burden shifts to me, and personally, I don't want to be the one putting all the stuff in the boxes. You know what else we could do? We could raise the price. Here's the thing though, will our customers accept this? Also, here's a tough one. We'll need to change the website, update our ads, update the store, create and deliver new social media posts, and possibly remove old posts with old prices, and also inform our customers, who some may be super upset. I've been a customer with you for this long and I can't believe you're going to raise the price on me. All of these things play into this. And the reason why I bring up these levers so much is because you are buying cash flow and not speculation. And when you don't understand the interplay between those levers, your cash flow will start to go down. And so I want you to understand that we want you to enter this endeavor with the intention to keep everything running as it is. Do not project what this could be if you only did a few things differently. If I just made this change, if I just did this business would be successful. No. We start from success and we move up from there. We do not start from failure and try to make something successful. That is a different type of business. You're looking to buy that on the pennies on the dollar. No, we're looking for successful businesses that will bring cash flow into us day over day, month over month, year over year. So, in summary, for this whole course, this whole free course, you are buying the business for cash flow. You know the pieces you need in place, from capital, patience, some knowledge, time, a business entity, highly recommended, and a lawyer friend. You understand how to look for the pieces of the business, the levers, and how they interact with each other. That's so important. And I really suggest you go back and watch that again and start thinking about the different business levers. And if you have the right mindset, and here's the thing, it's okay if you don't. It really, really is. It doesn't make you not intelligent. Trust me, there's a lot of really, really smart people who do not have the patience to let a business run the way it has been running for years. And I just want you to understand that if you don't have that mindset or this mindset, my course is not going to be right for you, because we start from the premise that we're buying a successful business and we're doing everything we can to prove that the success represented is what is actually happening based on the numbers, based on the people, based on the market. So I really want to thank you for taking this course. Obviously, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. I'm here to help. I really have enjoyed this process for myself of going out and buying these businesses. And it's taught me a lot about the things that I really like to do and the things I don't like to do. So with that, I wish you the best and hope to see you in the next course if you have the right mindset.